It's the most vibrant, lively Chinatowns I've seen all over the world, I think. And by the way, we did not get the chicken from KFC over there, right, Chris?
What's wrong with KFC?
Wow, look at this very delicious looking oyster omelet that just arrived. Hot bowl of ginger sesame mochi balls.
200 baht is ridiculous.
Okay.
They actually said 200.
All right. I don't like being scammed.
Down here, yeah.
So we're at the lobby level of my hotel here, and right outside is Chinatown. I booked the hotel in Chinatown, and this is street food central, where not only street food, tons of street food here, it's actually supported by the local government because they have ways to cordon off the street. So right here, we're about to walk into the belly of the beast. There's basically going to be food everywhere. Yeah, let's do it. There's my friend Chris, who's gonna give me a tour, and just Saudi Club. And right outside my hotel, literally, is a stand that sells Chinese-style barbecue goose. This looks like that actually looks pretty good. That's literally right outside the hotel. And there's Chris.
I think it's a little too early. We don't get all the neon light yet.
Ah, yes, it does become more lively at the nighttime.
Well, more lighted, I guess.
It will,
already pretty lively.
It will become later and more livelier. Well, this is already pretty lively. And here are some fruit juice right here. Barbecue skewers. Choose your skewer right here. There's seafood, mushroom meats, all different kinds. A lot of locals also hang out here. Dress, yeah, I don't know what to say. Every time you step into Chinatown, it's a complete sensory overload. But there's just all kinds of shops on both sides of the street. This is the main stretch. What is this road called, Chris?
Yawarat.
Oh, Yawarat, right. I remember that, yes.
Chinatown in Thai.
It means, okay. And this is the most busy street?
This is the main thoroughfare of Chinatown, but one block up is Churong Krung, which is kind of the outbound. This is the inbound, that's the outbound, essentially. So it circulates traffic.
Oh, okay.
And that's the original paved street in Bangkok. Churong Krung means new road, so it was the first paved road in Bangkok back about, I don't know, 150 years ago or so.
Wow. Very historic. I've got to say, this is like, I've been to Chinatowns all over the world. This actually by far is still, like, has the most foot traffic. It's the most vibrant, lively Chinatowns I've seen all over the world, I think.
Well, thanks to Anthony Bourdain and everyone else who did food tour videos on YouTube, Discovery Channel, etc. Now all the tourists come here.
Yeah.
So it's no longer just a place for locals and a few in-the-know visitors. It is everybody. And once the subway opens a block from here, of course, it made it even easier for people to get here. So
right,
this is what we get, vibrancy.
Yeah, well, it's great that I see that there are locals, many locals here too, right, as well as tourists.
Are you sure?
I don't know, actually.
You're not listening to them.
I'm not saying
speaking Mandarin.
Seems like a lot of them are locals.
Some are.
Yeah. Okay.
Definitely not a local.
Well, let's take a walk around.
Okay. This is still an active street, so please be careful.
Yep.
Traffic coming from behind.
I've already been down the street a couple times. It's right next to my hotel, so it's pretty accessible. Very easy to get to. I always like these side streets because I think when you go to the main stretch, this place specializes in bird's nests and shark fins.
Absolutely.
Now,
political correctness here.
Right.
Just flavor.
I can always tell that I'm in Chinatown in Bangkok because they're allowed to sell shark fin soup here. Whereas it's already been banned in the U.S. as well as in China, right, for a while now.
I didn't know about it in China.
Yeah, I've rarely seen it on menus, and people don't really talk about eating it.
I heard there was a lot of government discouraged from Bangkok.
Yep. Yep.
A lot of government officials were discouraged from ordering it for official events.
And this looks like a skillet. Looks like a pancake. So this is how they pour the food onto a hot skillet for you.
So they've got seafood, but also there's a popular mussels or oysters rather in an omelet. There's a place that I'm planning on taking you to that is very famous for that.
Yeah. Mussels or oysters?
Oysters,
Yeah,
oyster
yeah.
omelet.
Yeah. The oyster omelet is a yes, the oyster omelet is a very famous dish from the Tichu people.
Which is where most of the ethnic Chinese in Thailand came from.
Yeah, I would gather there's probably a lot of
Are behind you.
Tichu Chinese, Hakka Chinese.
Yeah. Most common language spoken here for Chinese is Khao. They call it in Khao.
Yep, look like this place. There's some clams. This water spinach looks interesting. Yes, and this place will have a lot of oysters.
Safe to say that they are catering to the tourist crowd over here. So there wasn't so much street food down here. There was a lot of street food, but most of what you see on the left here are shops that are other businesses, other family businesses. But they realized that by either selling street food or renting out the space in the late afternoons and evenings, they can make money off of it because the tourists are so prevalent.
Yes, I appreciate you saying that because I can. I noticed that.
This is interesting. The traditional Chinese style sesame
candy.
and peanut candy,
Peanut candy, right?
But done in the shape of a roasted chicken that you would put on an altar or the pig. So this is the snout of the pig and the head.
Yep.
So
I've never noticed that before.
Kind of a take on what you would put on a altar to
Right.
good luck for the dogs or gods. Sorry. And then here also you've got it, and I'm not sure how they've done it exactly, but figured out it's like a turtle.
Turtle. Yep. It's a symbol for long life and longevity.
So especially with Chinese New Year coming up in a couple of weeks, they're starting to get quite busy to get ready for it.
Yeah.
But tourist-wise, we're a little light on tourists.
Is that right?
Because most of them are going to wait until we get a little closer.
Ah.
Oh, interesting. Let's try this.
This looks like a pan-fried bun of some sort.
Yeah, interesting.
But except it's sweet, right? They put a sweet filling.
Sweet fillings. Normally I would see this with savory, like meats, right?
Yes. This seems like something they have they're experimenting with.
Thais definitely enjoy desserts. So for them to take a more savory food and then say, hey, why don't we make it something sweet is not surprising.
Right.
Okay, why don't we take the sidewalk here?
Yep. And that's the subway station up there, right?
Yeah.
There's some, looks like,
Bao.
yeah. And here's a stall specializing in deep fried Chinese donuts.
Call it Tuk-tuk in
Yeah, but they're shorter and a little chubbier
This is how we do it.
than the Chinese version.
What's interesting though, this is normally a breakfast food. Yeah, it would be served with joke, with congee.
Yes.
So kind of interesting they're still doing it.
But they're eating a sort of with some kind of sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so that is condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk.
Okay.
Thai tea flavor.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like, oh, we can make this a whole day thing.
More like a dessert.
Yeah, absolutely, or a snack. Yeah. Chiang Mai, หวานไหมครับเรีย
ลอยเสมอ
เท่าไหร่ครับ
อันนี้3กล่อง50อันนี้กล่องละ50
โอเค
Hasib is 50.
บาทครับ
อันนี้20
20
จ้ะ
โอเค
อันนี้50
อันนี้หวานกว่าเปรี้ยวกว่าหรือเท่ากัน
อันนี้หวาน
My friend is also from the United States, but he speaks very good Thai.
จะหวาน
โอเค
He's lived here for, I don't know, probably 15 years or something. He's buying some fruits right now. The fruit vendor. What did you just buy there, Chris?
Strawberries. So in the past few years, we started growing strawberries up in the north of Thailand in Chiang Mai. Strawberries are ridiculously expensive when they are imported. But there's two types here. The larger ones, which are a little sweeter, but then these are a little more like a traditional strawberry that's actually a little on the sour side, tart, I guess. So I'll be curious to try them, just see how they are this year.
Nice.
So okay, let's go get some satay. Always a good start to it.
Yep.
Evening.
We'll have a little bit for dessert.
Also, they have the
And they're-
fish steak. Fish
Okay.
steak, fried fish steak.
Deep frying fish cake. Looks like some mean or hutiu right here. I always like a good plate of stir-fried noodles when it comes out of a hot frying wok. Porridge, yes, very good. Always like porridge. Cantonese person never says no to a good bowl of porridge. Oh, is this a satay place?
Yeah, we need to find a place to sit.
แรกเราจะมีสิทธิ์ชนะเขาได้ไหม
Chris over there is gonna order some satay. We're experiencing street food here in Chinatown, Bangkok. Frying on charcoal.
We have flying chicken, apparently. Satay, the classic street food. Chicken marinated in coconut milk, grilled, and then served with a peanut sauce.
Right.
And cucumbers, onions, some chilies. Usually these would be pickled a bit. I don't think they have been. It looked like they just kind of fresh chopped. And then and then to make it interesting, we also have some pork ones.
Yes.
Which is interesting because this dish originates in the south, which is more of a Muslim area, so the pork would not be traditional.
Very interesting. So, there's one chicken and one pork. Now, can you tell which one is chicken, which is pork? Because they look about the same to me, right? But if you look closer, I guess you can tell the sort of different texture.
Slightly darker meat with the pork.
Yeah, just tell the little different texture because this looks like white meat. This one on this side is the white chicken meat. This is the pork. And by the way, we did not get the chicken from KFC over there, right, Chris?
What's wrong with KFC. Very popular in Thailand.
I would
It
prefer
totally-
I would prefer to eat chicken from some place other than KFC when I'm traveling outside the US, like in Thailand.
I don't know. Chicken quality is probably better here. And they have some dishes and flavorings that you don't get in the US.
Right, localized versions
Yeah.
of.
When it,
By the way, I really like the satay sauce on this. Very fragrant, aromatics, and the chicken itself is it's cooked pretty well. It's not overcooked dry, so it goes well with the satay sauce. Try the pork as well.
pork is very juicy.
Yeah, it looks like it. It's
The
got
fact that it's been marinated in the coconut milk,
oh yeah.
of course, keeps it quite moist.
The pork's got a much better texture than the chicken. This chicken is white meat, so it's a little bit more dry, but the pork is juicier and more flavorful too. It's got more flavor to it. Yeah, definitely like it. It's hot off the barbecue charcoal. Got a nice layer of oil, grease on it, which adds even more flavor. So we're in line here. At this place that specializes in the oyster omelet. And my friend Chris has taken me here. He says it's one of the best street food options here in Bangkok, or in the Chinatown area. And yeah, the oyster omelet, I've actually had versions of this in other places. Anyways, it's a very popular dish that comes from the Teochew culinary traditions, and it's eaten in many other parts in Asia. Like Taiwan is also very well known for their oyster omelets, and you can see them fried here. Oh, I'm in line. Sorry, I'm just taking a video. And lots of locals as well as tourists eating here. Okay, Chris, we're next.
I'm next. We're next. Yes.
Very excited. Wow, look at this very delicious looking oyster omelet that just arrived. We got the crispy version, where the eggs are a little bit crispy. The oysters, good lord, look at how fresh and how plump those oysters are. We also have some fried rice here. It's crab fried rice, and it's served with a side of chili fish sauce with some limes. And this is how you know that you're in Thailand, because you could have crab fried rice anywhere in the world, but would not come with a side serving sauce like that. So we're doing a taste test on the fried rice. It's got some good, little bit of wok pea to it, and generous serving of crab. The white stuff is the crab, and it's actually, the flavor is quite good. It's a little bit more flavorful than your normal fried rice, which makes me think that there's a good helping of MSG in there. Right. And then the crispy is a totally legitimate ingredient. Oh, yeah, this really is crispy. Okay. I've never had this version of the oyster omelet before, but yeah, it's crispy, like almost like got that batter on the fried chicken texture. Those are some very plump, juicy oysters. Yeah, oysters are very, very good. This is why this place is popular. It's nighttime now, and this is Chinatown, Bangkok at night.
And now let's try to walk across the street at the pedestrian crossing.
A huge undertaking. Vietnam. It's a free bonus they gave to me for getting a bouquet of flowers.
It's funny. Let's walk down here and just look at this one.
All right. Kind of interesting how these cars will decide to go down these like very busy alleys here. It seems like you will be stuck here for hours. It's a little bit more interesting on this side. Fruits. I think here we can pick various different ingredients. You get your bowl of noodles, vegetables, seafood, all different options. More skewers, we already got that. Satays. That stall right there also has the oyster omelet. See, he's making them right now. I think. Ah, yes, the sight and the sound of a hot wok. Nothing pleases a Cantonese guy like me. Like a hot wok with some noodles frying in there. All kinds of fresh seafoods, ingredients you can throw in there.
那咱约个时间，我看啊，一会儿就到下车的那个地方。
Wow, what a tremendously long line right here.
So this was the place I was talking about going with the noodles, the curled noodles, the goy job.
Oh. Yeah, pig organ soup. Yeah, no, that's what.
That's why the queue is so long. Look at that.
Well, the place next to my hotel on the corner served the same thing. I was pointing that out to you.
Yeah, but this one's very famous. It's been around a long time.
I can tell. It's interesting. Yeah, it's interesting how people would seek these things out.
Need to get here when they open at 6, I guess.
I mean, pig organ soup. Who would want to have something like that unless, you know, you've had something like this before?
It was really good.
It also has the Michelin sign on it. Looks like bamboo baskets of seafood. Various different rolls, dim sum, street side dim sum. Ah, I smell durian.
I may have it. So this place is quite good. It's Chinese style in a way, with the hot items that are boiled, and then you can also get
It's a Tong Sui, the sugary soup.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Where's the table over there?
Yeah, so we can order and then sit.
Oh, let me grab the seat right now. I would like something coconutty.
Coconutty.
Or mango sounds good as well.
And mango's kind of out of season also.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they don't really have เป็นไรอันได้ครับไม่เป็นไรอันได้
Well, the black sesame ball actually sounds good.
โอเคขอบคุณครับข้อบัวลอย1ครับแล้วก็ขอทับเทียมออกแบบนี้ครับครับผมครับผม
อันนี้ไหมคะตัววางได้เลยจ้า
So right across there, you see the remedy sign. That is a cannabis marijuana shop. Marijuana has become legal in Thailand, and now it's that is something else that they would offer. I always thought Thailand is the place where you could pretty much have anything you want, but I didn't realize they didn't legalize marijuana. So now you have that. So we just order ourselves some sugary soupy dessert, which is very popular in Chinese culture. It's gonna be, there they are. Hot bowl of ginger, sesame, mochi balls. And Chris is having some kind of ice.
Water chestnuts.
Water chestnut.
Yeah, so these are water chestnuts that are boiled in basically a tapioca starch flour mixture, so they get like a little gelatinized exterior and this pinkish color. They're called Tuk-tuk, which means ruby.
Ah, okay.
So they're like little rubies.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Looks appetizing.
Yeah, they're tasty.
A little crepe rolls right here. It looks like you actually put cheese on there. You can have salty or sweet.
Deep fried ice cream.
Deep fry.
Remember a restaurant chain in the Bay Area called El Torito's, Mexican restaurant?
Yeah.
They did so-called Mexican deep fried ice cream. Never understood what was Mexican about it. It was like deep fried, and then it had like a tortilla shell that had like cinnamon sugar on it. Point of comparison. Strawberries that come from Japan, 600. So about
consider
$18.
Pricing? Oh yeah.
Strawberries from Chiang Mai, 50 baht.
But they are different in quality, would you say?
These look pretty.
Free for cutting and peeling. I get it. Maybe I'll have myself a dragon fruit. Now, are those the white variety or the red variety?
Probably white. The red ones I don't see that often.
They even have a Japanese yams, potatoes. Now then, how could you tell that's Japanese?
The sign says so. It must be true.
How's Sukhumvit? Is that still as lively as it was many years ago?
Still lively and more malls have open.
Ah, yes. I have to make a visit to a nice fancy mall.
Much more of the upscale area.
Black sticky rice, coconut pancakes. Sounds delicious. Oh, French fries. We know what those are. And just some regular gelato and ice cream right here. Frozen fruits, frozen fruit popsicles.
Love that. Family business that is basically icons and
I think my friend is gonna find me a tuk-tuk.
250. Oh, my chai. 100. Chamay.
He's negotiating a tuk-tuk price for me. He doesn't want me to get scammed. It's a VIP tuk-tuk, but we're not gonna pay any more for it than we have to.
Wants 200 baht. It's ridiculous.
Okay.
He actually said 250.
All right. I don't like being scammed.
Down here, yeah. It's so close. It's not even funny. Let's try this taxi over here and see.
So I ended up taking a taxi, and because my friend, who speaks Thai very well, was negotiating a price with this guy over here, and he was very adamant about charging me a very unreasonable price to travel a short distance. So we say, screw him. We'll just take a taxi instead. Okay, this is Khao San Road, the very famous backpacker street. Although, from what I understand, it's gotten gentrified a lot now. There are now many more sort of shops, businesses, more geared towards more like maybe family and just more of a more diversified group of tourists. There's cannabis dispensaries here. But you know, still nightlife here, so gonna go check it out.